Hey guys, this is Stacy from eatthebite.com, and today we'll be making mouth-watering fried chicken sliders. This recipe is super easy and a great treat to spice up a weeknight dinner. So let's get started. We're going to marinate some chicken breast overnight to start. I put 1 cup of buttermilk in a bowl, and I added oregano, ancho chili powder, garlic powder, onion salt, paprika, regular salt, and fresh ground pepper. Next, I'll give it a nice whisk around the bowl to make sure all the ingredients are combined. And a side note, if you don't like one of the spices I used, don't put it in. Don't be afraid to be creative here and pick your own spice blend. I bought a pack of 3 boneless chicken breasts for this, and I was torn because I do love my dark meat chicken, but I went with white meat for this recipe. So if you try this at home with boneless chicken thighs, let me know how it came out. I wanted to cut up the pieces into a size that would be great for sliders. And of course, if you want to make full-size sandwiches, you can cut your pieces accordingly. The chicken breasts were slightly different sizes, so I divided them up, resulting in 9 pieces. Now I have all my chicken pieces, and I want to pound them down a little so they tenderize a bit and so they're the right thickness later when cooking. I pounded them directly on the cutting board, but if you want it to be a little neater, you can certainly put down plastic wrap and pound the chicken between the plastic wrap. Next, I put all the chicken pieces into the marinade, and I will stir them around with my fork, making sure that all the pieces are coated. It's very important to make sure all the pieces are coated. And I do take an additional step here of forking the chicken so that the flavors get incorporated as much as possible while these marinate overnight. If you'd like to cover your bowl with plastic wrap and put it in the fridge, feel free to do that. But I'm a chicken in a bag girl. I use the chicken in a bag method a lot when marinating. You just want to make sure the bag is sealed tightly and then gently massage the marinade into the chicken before putting it on a shelf for 24 hours in your refrigerator. Then 24 hours later, dun, 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 it's chicken time. So first we take about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of flour. I use a little extra because there's nothing worse than realizing too late that you didn't use enough flour for your dredge. Then I'll add a little bit of garlic powder, a little bit of onion salt, some regular salt, and then I will just take my whisk and combine those ingredients together until everything is well blended. And now it's time to dredge our chicken in our flour mixture before frying. Be sure to have a plate or sheet pan on hand to put the chicken after you've floured your pieces. And make sure to coat all those cracks and crevices. I'll shake the excess flour from my chicken and gently place them in the frying oil. And this is very hot oil, so be careful as you place the chicken in it. You don't want any splatter to burn you. When you start to notice the chicken browning, you can carefully turn it in the pan, and it should take about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. I do use vegetable oil here, but you can certainly use peanut or canola oil as well. After the chicken is fully cooked, I put them on a wire rack on top of a sheet pan so any remaining oil can drip from the chicken. I love the golden brown color of this chicken, and the overnight marinade in buttermilk is going to give it a juicy and tender texture on the inside and a nice crispy outside. And you'll notice some of the chicken pieces are slightly larger than the average slider bun, so you can easily cut them in half to get even more sliders. And, look at that pile of fried chicken. I made a batch of just simple French fries on the side for this, but you could also do coleslaw, a side salad, or just some potato chips. And my favorite topping is pickles. Just pickles. You can add mayo if you want, or some coleslaw on top, but for me, I love the simplicity of pickles only. And now my favorite part, it's time to eat the bite, guys. And I truly loved this bite. Fried chicken sandwiches are hot right now for sure. And if you want to please a crowd, you should serve these sliders. I used King's Hawaiian rolls, which you can get in the deli section of your grocery store, and they were the perfect size for this. Oh, and the crunch of the pickle and the crunch of the chicken was fantastic. It is definitely a winner-winner chicken dinner. That's all for now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. You can find all the printable recipes on my website at www.eatthebite.com. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.